good. Dude, let's get right into it because there were some topics that, I know we spoke a little bit before. We asked some people what they wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't want it just to be a sports thing. We've talked about that before. We want to talk about all things,
Yes.
But
the NFL did start this week.
We got to tackle Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
We got to get that out of the way because it's the most relevant sports thing going on.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on this guy, bro?
Are we talking about, okay, I'm going to tell you now, let me ask you this. Do you think this shit was planned? Him going to the Patriots?
Yes.
Do you think when he gets to the Raiders, doesn't want to be there, does all this craziness, which I've never seen a player act like that, and then, because remember, which a lot of people didn't know, the Patriots, personally, when it was first coming out that Antonio wanted to leave, Belichick offered a first rounder for him and didn't get it.
He was down, but Pittsburgh said, nah, player.
Yeah, of course, because AFC, they don't want them. Are you kidding me? So you have that, and then you've got, a third and a fifth rounder offered, and then you got him doing all this stuff, and next thing you know, it's like, hey, and not to mention the contract they gave him, apparently it's like $10 million guaranteed.
But there's an option for next year.
Of course there is, because if he acts a fool, they can get rid of him. But I'm wondering, because knowing the Patriots, and they are sly as hell, was this planned? Like, was this the whole plan all along?
Right.
I don't know. It's hard for me to say, but, literally coming to blows, or almost, with your GM, kicking the ball in practice, calling them names, and pretty much having to be separated.
And what job does that work out for you?
Exactly.
Where you can go and yell at your boss.
Right. And
apparently he called him a cracker, dude.
He did. He absolutely did. Which, by the way, if you listen to Twitter, that is not a derogatory thing. Not for white people. I'm not getting into it, but that's apparently not a derogatory thing.
We have unwritten rules that we're not going to get into, so I guess we'll leave it there. But
exactly. But I know
name calling in general.
Exactly.
At your boss.
Exactly.
Not a good idea.
Right.
Okay.
And then, kicking the ball for whatever and all that other stuff. And the worst part is that he continues with the videos on Twitter, recorded the conversation with Gruden, and then apparently Gruden says it's okay.
But that's why they fined him, right?
Yeah. At that point, I think they were like, we're done.
Yeah.
I mean, we're done. But again, I don't know if that's the whole thing, because if he goes now to the Patriots and now he's just Mr. Goody Two Shoes the entire time, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Well,
how do you prove that?
If anybody can deal with knuckleheads, it's the Patriots. We've seen it time and time again. Right?
That's what I'm saying. This would be the ultimate test between Belichick and Brady to handle somebody like this. I've never seen him even act like. I mean, this is beyond the Randy Moss's TOs, and this is beyond anything I've ever seen. So I don't. It's so egregious that I don't know if it was staged. It almost looks like this can't be real.
Did you hear where they were saying he's like the real life Ricky Jarrett from Ballers on HBO?
He might be.
You don't watch the show?
No, I've seen it, but I don't know like the actual character.
He's hilarious and all that, but he does such things that you're like, where's this guy's head at, man? Right. And that's what they were saying. He was like the real life Ricky Jarrett. It's just.
So listen. After we get past the freezing of the feet and the helmet, and you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I'm glad to be done with it because it's just headlining the news. I mean, he's acted a fool and he looks like a clown, to be honest with you. But
he got what he wanted.
He did.
And he's gonna get a ring.
And here's the thing too. Here's the, I would say, hypocritical nature of the sports world. If he had gone to any other team besides the Patriots, they're crazy. How are you going to take that kind of player? The Patriots going, oh, brilliant move. You see what I'm saying?
But like I said, one of those few organizations, I was telling a buddy the other day about relaying it kind of to the Heat, where the Heat can take a player who's had a bad history, Lamar Odom, back in the day, who got in trouble with the Clippers and whatnot. He comes over, it's just one of those organizations that they're not going to deal with that nonsense. And they'll straight these guys out, and to what you're saying. The Patriots were going to be the spot because they can handle Antonio Brown.
Absolutely, and I will say this, after yesterday's game, and I did watch most of it, they proved they don't need him to win. I mean, they were dominant yesterday even without him. So he doesn't have to be there in order to that. Obviously Josh Gordon comes back, still trying to get his life together. Hope for God for like the 10th time. Hopefully he can do it.
Right.
But yeah, with Brown, I don't think he's going to be number one there. I mean, that could change later, but Belichick, they don't really run like that.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to see. But done with that. Whatever. We'll see how it goes after.
Thank God that my boy doesn't watch football because you're trying to teach kids how to not act like that.
Yeah.
But again, he's getting everything he wanted by being a spoiled little brat.
I
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely agree. It does lay a real bad precedence for the players or the young kids that are watching these players, that look up to them, that are, these are my heroes, you know how they do it. You know, you'd hope that they wouldn't follow that, because this is how that stuff comes up.
And it's happening more and more with athletes, and like we spoke about last week, it seems like it's a lot of football players specifically.
I know.
I mean, I don't hear the baseball player who, you know what, I don't like the batting helmet anymore. Like, it's just be a problem. I'm not gonna go to spring training. You know, it's just,
Yeah. No, I know.
the whole thing's just unfortunate.
Yeah, I agree. But whatever, I guess we'll see how it works out. I mean, obviously he wasn't going to play in game one, but I mean, I guess we'll see how he's incorporated going forward. Obviously, he's talented. He's one of the best receivers in the game still.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of if he can actually be a team player, especially on that team. That's pretty much how you have to be in the Patriots locker room.
And he's already getting nothing but love, because Tom Brady came out and said if he wants to move in with him, while he gets settled, come on down.
Of course.
Come on down to
He's thinking of
pass other Brady.
He's thinking of that 7th ring,
Jesus.
which would be
Which
impressive.
he's gonna get it, dude. He's gonna get it.
They got to be favored.
Yeah.
They got to be favored now, even over the Chiefs and some of these other teams.
Yeah.
You know that it's just ridiculous. So whatever.
Enough of that guy, man.
I know.